2 on and 2 out, scoreless ball game here. Next up for the Knights, Carmen Ortiz. Swing, drive, forget it. Long home run to right. Made them pay for that one. A 3-run home run. And they lead it. It's 3-0. When a hitter puts a swing like that on the first pitch of an at-bat, it's because they hit a swing. This one is hammered. It's got a chance to get out of here. And caught on the warning track. 1 down. Garrett Cooper will hit next. In the air to center. It's pretty far back. Got it, and there's 2 away. Ortiz, the next to hit. She's already gone yard in this game. Absolutely wrecked in the air to deep right center, and it's gone. A home run. An absolute rocket of a home run there. The sound of that one coming off the bat was impressive. She can feel very good about that dinger. That one ripped into right center. Back there to the warning track, makes the catch. Well, she certainly wasn't willing to wait around, just barely missed hitting that first pitch fastball out of here. Digging in, the switch-hitting outfielder, Carmen Ortiz. 2 homers already in this one, and she's got a shot right here at making it 3 on the day. Get your popcorn ready, everybody. Carmen Ortiz, fresh off an impressive. Stepping to the plate for Charlotte, Carmen Ortiz. Nobody out and a runner at first. Pitcher will want to keep this on the ground for the double play. Slides, but it gets by. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Well, shows what I know right there. I keep preaching the up-the-middle approach, but it worked out to the pull side that time. Really hard contact, and you can get a lot of hits just by hitting the ball hard. In the air to center, that's back. Hauls it in for the out. Mid-South Electronic Credit Union is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. With only 1 ATM available, you can be sure your PIN is secure. And there's a fly ball deep to right. Gone! Not great command on the mound, and with a low 90s fastball, that's not a winning formula. Full marks to the hitter. She recognized the pitch early and belted it out. Puts it in the air to center. It falls in, and that's a knock. The tying run is aboard. We were just talking about how an approach up the middle here would pay off, and that's exactly what we saw. Didn't hit it the hardest, but it's a base hit all the same. Swing and a rocket. It's pretty deep. Brings it in with a nice running grab. One down. Here's the center fielder, Carmen Ortiz. She's already homered in this ball game. On the ground to the right side. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Tim Elko.
So up next,
Now
Garrett
batting,
Cooper.
First baseman, Garrett Cooper.
2 outs and nobody aboard. This one in the air, center field, Ortiz under it. And that'll do it. So they scratch across. Now the third baseman, Luke Williams. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's a base hit. Lead runners around second. Throw into third. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Well, they were aggressive there. They tried to get that much closer to home plate, but it took an absolutely perfect throw from the outfield. That was an exciting play, and it ends the inning. So 2 down. Charles LeBlanc digs in now. Out to center. Ortiz drifting towards this one. And that's that. Through 8 full. And now the center fielder, Carmen Ortiz. Already a homer for her in this one. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Makes the grab. And she may be feeling down as she heads back to the dugout, but that's a swing to be proud of. That ball was torched, even if she had nothing to show for it. More swings like... And here we go. Digging in for the Knights, Carmen Ortiz. And that's ripped for a base hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. I know I was preaching an up-the-middle approach, but that ball was hit right on the screws, and that leads to a lot of base knocks, no matter which direction you send it. Oh, gloves it. Throw to first, and that is a great play for the out. That's elite defensive work at shortstop to dive and knock it down, and then whip it over to first for the out. He's got some serious skill.
Need you right now. Make something happen for us. Laser.
That's a base hit. Round second, headed for third. Headed for the plate. Relay throw. Safe. They trail by 1. It's a 3-2 ball game. To the top of the order we go. Coming up to the dish for Charlotte, Carmen Ortiz. And a sac bunt here. There's one.
He's out of there.
Eats it, and they're happy with the out. Next to hit, Carmen Ortiz. Switch hitter, batting righty against the lefty on the mound. This one is labeled. Dives, but it falls, and now it looks like extra bases. It's a double, 3-hit ball game. Having a really nice game here. That's her second extra base hit. Got the center cut fastball and pounced on it. That thing was smoked. Ortiz really stood out in this win. 3 hits. Carmen Ortiz is next up for the Knights, Carmen Ortiz. First and second with nobody out, and you know this defense is hunting a double play. Base hit right field. And here comes the runner. Here comes the throw, but it's offline. The run will score. Mission accomplished there as she picks up the RBI to give them the lead. That's how you want to do it on a hard fastball. Put the front foot down, kept her hands tight to the body, and barreled it up for a knock. Foul ball there. On 0-1, the delivery. Way out front for strike 2. Hitters chasing the slider, and now the pitcher can expand the zone. Try to tease a swing at a ball that runs away from the hitter. Set down looking. Frozen with the heater at the knees. A lot of hitters will look out over the plate to the outer half with 2 strikes, and they're less able to react on a good fastball in. That might explain the batter taking strike 3 called here. And now, Nacho Alvarez Jr. Didn't play in last night's game, had a little breather. And that's a strike. Ground ball to third base. Fires over to
He's
first.
out.
Too quickly gone in the bottom of the first this afternoon. Base is empty with 2 out. Now the left fielder, Brian De La Cruz, had the day off yesterday. And that one fouled off. The pitch. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Struck out swinging. Nice job out there as she gets him 1, 2, 3. Bottom of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Jake Marisnik.
The center fielder, Jake Marisnik.
No.
Marisnik measures 6'4",
1 ball,
220
no strike.
pounds. He's got 9 RBI in his last 10 games.
Yep. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And it's 1 and 2 now following the swing and miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. 1-2 now. That
Ball,
one
off the
just
plate.
misses. That slider froze him a bit. He was lucky it just missed outside. Spoils the 2-strike offering, another coming up. 2-2 now. Downstairs.
Full count.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And quickly 1 away in the second inning. Charles LeBlanc now at the plate. Here's a fly to left. Jolts. 2 away. Next up, Connor Capel. Swing and a foul straight back. Home team down by 1. Bottom half of the second inning. A swing and a miss.
0-2.
Ball 1 there. She placed that slider
1-2.
just about perfectly, but credit to the hitter. He was wise to lay off it. Got him looking. And a nice frame on the mound. She sets him down 1-2. 1 out and the base is empty. Ortiz recently arrived after she got called up from Double-A. Crushes this one to right, and you can just tell that one goodbye. It is long gone. That's a good job to be aggressive in the box after watching him closely on the mound. Once you've got his timing down, it's a lot easier to give a strong, confident swing. Pop-up foul on the right side. Burrows on the way over. And it's caught for the out. Those high fastballs in the zone look so tempting, but it's hard for hitters to get on plane with them. Matthew Batten will hit next. Swings through that one, 0-1 now. At a certain point, you have to commit to swing or take on a pitch. That slider clearly had him fooled. Great pitch. Battling here, fouls it away. Good eye on that
that's a
pitch.
ball.
What a take with 2 strikes. And the next pitch
2-2.
is way outside. Gets a piece, stays alive. That's a strikeout looking. 2 straight retired to begin the bottom of the third. That was straight up paint for the called third strike, and he's just got to tip his cap at the plate. That turned him into a pair of shoes. Base is empty with 2 out. Stepping to the plate for Gwinnett, Adam Zabrowski. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Ball, No, outside.
And swing and miss. That sinking fastball looks really hittable out of the hand, but the late movement just makes it dive under the bat. Swing and a miss, that's a K. 3 up and 3 down, inning over. 9 straight set. Welcome back, the Stripers at the dish in the bottom of the 4th.
No, that's a ball. 1-0.
Looks like he might be willing to chase up the ladder even higher after that swing. The pitcher saw that, and we'll see how she adapts.
No.
That was really close around the knees, but she's handling it well on the mound. Just has to adjust her sights. Now a high fly ball to left center. Jolts. And there's one down.
Now batting, number 7.
So digging in, Nacho Alvarez Jr. 0 for 1 so far. That one fouled off. Down 0-2, swings through it. Once again, she's ahead 0-2, and she's got the power in this at-bat. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Picks up the 7th strikeout of the ball game. And she just continues rolling out there, looking really confident on that 3-pitch K. Base is empty with 2 out. Brian De La Cruz getting ready to hit. Struck out on just 3 pitches the last time up. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Struck out looking. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. So 12 up. Runner at first. Stepping to the plate for Charlotte, Carmen Ortiz.
Hey, make him work out there. Let's go.
Blasted to left, way back and way gone. A 2-run blast. 2nd home run of the game. And they boost their lead. It's 5-zip. Always helps to pad the lead, and they did exactly that. Today's game is brought to you by Sudsy Susie's Body Wash, offering new scents like oak, rhubarb, and floor polish. The hitters in this lineup have been aggressive early in the count, swinging a lot, but then when they get down, they need to be a little more patient. Maybe they take some pitches and extend the at-bats, try to get some base runners aboard. Comes up empty, strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a curve misses outside. That's outstanding location on that 2-strike pitch, even if it didn't get a swing. Struck the batter out without a swing. And the leadoff hitter set down in the 5th. So up next, Charles LeBlanc. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. LeBlanc goes 6 feet 3 inches, 28 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2016. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swings through it for the K. 2 quick outs here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Base is empty with 2 out. Connor Capel, the next to hit. 1 for 4 with a double in the ballgame last night. Late with a swing, strike 1.
No ball.
She's done
1
well
strike.
to get these hitters chasing at pitches outside the zone. They've got to be a bit more patient and make her come into the strike zone if they want to get to her.
2 strikes.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Got the batter swinging. Nice job out there as she gets him 1-2-3. Coming up to the dish for Charlotte, Carmen Ortiz. And hold on to your seats, everybody, because she digs in here with a chance at launching her 3rd homer of the ball game. Not a feat you'll get to witness every day.
Foul ball.
The 0-1. That one ripped into right center. Snags it on the run. We're back here at the ballpark. We'll move on to the bottom of the sixth. Coming up to the dish for Gwinnett, Garrett Cooper. With all these first pitch strikes, she's
0-1.
clearly not afraid of contact. This is an aggressive and effective
Ball.
approach.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. Hops this up on the infield. Settles under it. One away. Sliced down the right side. The Stripers with plenty of ground to make up here in the bottom of the sixth. To the left side, but it is well foul. And there's a ball.
No.
And
No.
the slider just misses. Great job to lay off 2 very tough pitches and even up the count. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Struck him out looking. And he must have been looking in some other location. Otherwise, I don't know why he'd go down looking on a fastball on the inner half. Base is empty with 2 out. Now at the dish, Adam Zabrowski. First at bat was a strikeout. Just
Ball 1.
missed.
1 ball, no strike. No.
This
down.
is a better approach than he showed the first time up when he struck out. He's working the count well.
Hook ball.
What a filthy splitter she has.
2
That thing
balls,
dropped like
1
it was
strike.
filled with iron and there was a magnet in front of home plate. Pitch is
Yeah.
in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Right through there for the strikeout. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the 7th. Now it's the second baseman, David Fletcher.
High.
Strike 2.
2.
Popped up. Great. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, number 17.
Next up for the Stripers, Nacho Alvarez Jr.
Ha. Ball.
On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. The Stripers with a 0 in the hit column so far. Swings through it for the strikeout. Now 2 out. That one pushed foul. Got the bat going too soon there. It's strike 2.
0-2.
Now this is lifted to center. In there for a base hit, and the bid for history is gone. I hope this crowd gives her the appreciation she deserves.
Now pitching for Charlotte.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Jared Schuster. Not as reliant on the strikeout as many other relievers, tends to get by on inducing bad contact and letting the defense do the work. They stop the lead runner at second, now 2 on with 2 outs. And she's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately, and she's a threat every time she steps into the box. Ortiz was firing on all cylinders here, both hitting and pitching. A terrific game. Carmen Ortiz making her AAA home debut today. This crowd is ready to see the young prospect put on a show. It's the Round Rock Express taking on the Charlotte Knights. We'll be back to get this one started after this. So up next, Luis Mieses.
Designated hitter, Luis Mieses.
The pitch. Lines this one to center. Base hit. One run is in. Now the second run is in. And now they're up by 3. Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Nice compact bat path on that swing and a great rip into center field. Liners like that one are a good way to raise the batting average. And a base hit right there. Here comes the throw. Not in time. He's safe. Well, shows what I know right there. I keep preaching the up-the-middle approach, but it worked out to the pull side that time. Really hard contact, and you can get a lot of hits just by hitting the ball hard. Hauls it in on the run. It's a 1-2-3 inning. If a sergeant's trying to make you put up their platoon in your house, show them you mean business. Call the Third Amendment experts at Benson, Looper, and James today. Ortiz settles under it, and there's one away. 2 away, and the bases are loaded. And here is Carmen Ortiz. Singled and scored back in the first. 1 for 2 so far. This one to right. It's pretty far back. As they escape the bases loaded jam. And now, Nick Ahmed. 2-2 pitch. Now this is lifted to center. A little bloop single. Around first and digging for second. The throw in. He's in there.
He's in there.
That's a play where we see how good his speed is. He puts so much pressure on outfielders to make a play quickly and cleanly. If you don't hustle, he's going to get extra bases out of it like he did right there. And there's a hit. Nice job to knock that one back up the middle for a base hit. That's exactly the kind of approach you love to see at this level. Nobody on with 1 out. Next up for the Knights, Carmen Ortiz. Now crushed to right center, way back there. Forget it. This one is gone. Made them pay for that one. A solo blast. And they tie it up. It's 4-4. The best players don't let moments like that get too big for them. She did a great job to stay within herself and change the direction of this game. And a base hit. And that's reflective of the kind of up-the-middle approach I was talking about. Might have been a little behind with the swing, but when you're focused on putting it back through the center of the field, you wind up pushing it the other way. Worked out well that time. This one is labeled. Back there. And that ball's out of here. Wastes no time on this one. Did it again. Home run number 2 of the game. It's 6-5. No quit in this team at all. They're still fighting. Every time up, she was a threat. Carmen Ortiz, fresh off an impressive. So 2 down. Stepping in, Carmen Ortiz. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. Crushes this one to right, and you can just tell that one goodbye. It is long gone. Blasted that one out of here. A solo blast. And it gives them the lead in the first. It's 1-0. Nobody on and 2 outs. Ortiz now at the plate. She's already homered in this ball game. And a rocket down the line. Fair ball. She makes the turn and digs for second base. Fires to second, too late, and she's got a double. And she's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately, and she's a threat every time she steps into the box. Fly out to center field. And there's 2 away. Runners at the corner posts with 2 away. Ortiz, she's already gone yard in this game. Huge swing, and this one sails out of here to right field. A 3-run home run, her second of the night, and they add to their lead. It's 9-0. Seems safe to say that she got what she was looking for on that pitch. Great job to square it up and send it out. Here's the center fielder, Carmen Ortiz. And hold on to your seats, everybody, because she digs in here with a chance at launching her 3rd homer of the ball game. Not a feat you'll get to witness every day. This one is labeled. It's got a chance. Feeling for the wall, makes the catch. Not a lot of minor league outfielders can make that play, but he's showing he's got the goods. A center field prospect like this is valuable to any organization. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air to right center. Ortiz settles under this one. And there's 1 down. Man on at first. Next up, the designated hitter, Luis Mieses. Hit hard on a line. And that's the end of the inning. 1 runner left on base. And now the center fielder, Kellen Strong. Now the 1-2 pitch. Out to center. That's back. Brings it in for the 3rd out. 2 away and a runner at first. Coming up to the dish for Charlotte, Carmen Ortiz.
One more, let's go.
This one is labeled. Does it have the distance? Brings it in at the wall. She was a difference maker for him. Carmen Ortiz. 2 outs and runners at first and second. At the plate, Josh Hatcher. Base hit. And here comes the runner. Comes across to score. It's 2-0. Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big, pure hitting right there. He got the front foot down right on time, kept the hands inside the ball, and squared it up beautifully for a line drive base hit. In the air, out towards right center. It's carrying. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. We go on to inning number 2. The Express on top, 2-0. Now up, Brandon Martirano. Fly ball to center. Ortiz. And that is out number 3. Bases empty, 1 away. Jonathan Ornelas digs in now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swing, high fly ball to center field. Ortiz. And now 2 down. This broadcast is sponsored by Blank's Disposal Services, specializing in unusual trash needs. Their white glove service means it'll be like nothing. Swing, and this one's hit high and deep. It's way back. Out of here. Leaves the yard to right. A solo shot. And they're on the board. It's a 2-1 game. So she keeps the hot stretch going by homering in a 4th straight game. She's on some kind of tear. That's a good job to adjust to the inside fastball there. She may have been hunting something on the outer half, but she kept the hands in and blasted that one out for the round tripper. He hits a fly to center, Ortiz. And that's the 3rd out. So 2 down. And now, Carmen Ortiz. Already a homer for her in this one. Swing and a drive. This one on its way. And that one's off the wall. In at second with a 2-out double. Some excellent swings for her in this game as she notches extra base hit number 2. Pitcher brought the challenge pitch, a heater right down the pipe, and she was definitely geared up for it. Digging in, the switch-hitting outfielder, Carmen Ortiz. She belted a solo homer back in the 4th inning, which has proved to be a fairly critical moment in this game. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Jankowski leads off of first with 2 away. Hard line drive, but caught at second. That retires. Digging in, Justin Foscue. 0-2 now. Wallops this one out towards right center. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double. 1 out, runner at second base. Here's the left fielder, Luis Mieses. Really strong swing there, and he might have thought he'd hit a homer right off the bat. Not quite enough for it, but I'm sure he's happy enough with the automatic double. The throw to third. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. An exciting play, a great throw to third for the double play, but oh my goodness, just no reason to try to move up to third right there. That is not great base running to end. Opposing pitchers will... Ortiz getting ready to hit. Homered last night. Added another hit as well. Swing, drive, forget it. Long home run to right. Made them pay for that one. A 2-run blast. The 6th of the series. And they lead it. It's 2-0. That's a good job to adjust to the inside fastball there. She may have been hunting something on the outer half, but she kept the hands in and blasted that one out for the round tripper. Hard liner. And there's a hit coming to the plate. 1 run is in, runner around third. Now a relay to the plate, and he's out, cut down, and that ends the inning. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Ortiz, she's already homered in this ballgame. Base hit into the outfield. Headed for the plate. Scores on that one. Now the throw comes in, runner holds at third. And she's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately, and she's a threat every time she steps into the box. This one is labeled. And that gets down into the gap. 1 run comes across, coming around third. Also crosses the plate. Bases are empty with 2 away. Next to hit, Carmen Ortiz. 4 for 4 with a homer, a double, and a pair of singles. Just missing the triple for the cycle. High fly ball, well driven out to right center field. That's down, 1 hops off the wall. Around second, and she's looking for the cycle. Now a relay to third. The cycle is complete, into third with a triple. This is one of the rarest feats in baseball, and it's amazing to see. Remember, the MLB record for cycles in a career is just 3, so this is an achievement she should savor. Ortiz really stood out in this win. Hit for the cycle. Carmen Ortiz hit for the cycle last time out. What could this budding star have in her bag of tricks today? It's the Round Rock Express taking on. Just about ready to roll here. And on the mound in this one, Carmen Ortiz. Well, it's pretty clear from the numbers just how good she's been. An unbelievable performance so far this season with an ERA below 1. Maybe you see that from a really dominant reliever, but from a starter? That's absurd. With ERA, some of it's out of your control, but she's not relying on just luck. Fans should be excited to see her work in this one. 0-1 now. Swings and misses, struck him out. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Nick Ahmed. Struggling in the clutch lately, hitting beneath the Mendoza line with teammates in scoring position this month. 1 out and the base is empty. Swings through it.
0-2.
On the ground. Whips it to first. That's 2 quick outs here in the top of the first tonight. Next is the designated hitter, Alan Trejo. Sat out last night's game, but back in there today. Swing and a miss. 0-1. 2 outs, bases empty.
That's a ball.
And the count 1-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And a nice frame on the mound. She sets him down. Ortiz will hit next. Big game at the plate last night. Knocked in 6 runs.
Hey, keep it going up there. Your turn, your turn.
In the air, right field, well hit. It's pretty deep. And out of here. Made them pay for that one. 7th home run of the series. And that's how they take the lead. It's 2-0. That was a low 90s fastball, and it wound up in a spot that was entirely too hittable. A pitcher who doesn't have great velo on the fastball has to locate better than that. Justin Foscue, the leadoff batter, looks at ball 1. Foscue goes 5'11", 26 years old, a former first rounder back in 2020. Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Great time to go to the slider. He was clearly sitting fastball, which made his swing just a hair too early. Now he's got to protect with 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 offering. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Leadoff batter retired here in the 2nd. So digging in, Luis Mieses, looking for better results than last night, and 0-for-4 line in the loss.
No ball. 1 strike.
And a high fly out to center. Grabs it on the run. Some good fundamentals from the infielder as he ranged back on that play. You can lose track of where you are and start worrying that you're going to collide with the outfielder. Nice catch. The 0-1. And it's strike 2.
0-2.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Here it comes. Gets a piece, it stays 0-2. 2 down and nobody aboard. Here in the top of the 2nd. Ball 1 there.
Ball 1.
Just missed.
that's a ball.
Great job to lay off 2 very tough
2-2.
pitches and even up the count. Bounces this one to the right side. Gonzalez. And that ends the inning.
Get out of there.
No runs, no hits, no errors. Now to the bottom of inning number 2. The Knights out in front, 2-0. This broadcast is brought to you by Dr. Guy N. Emer. If he can't diagnose you in 30 minutes, you get an extra lollipop.
Come on, Charlotte. Let's do this one.
1-1.
Grounder up the middle, Burrows. Tosses to first. That's the first out. Coming up to the dish for Round Rock, Brandon Martirano.
Yeah. Ball 1.
On the ground to the right side. Whips it to first. First 2 batters gone in the top of the 3rd. Base is empty with 2 out. Here's the 3rd baseman, Keber Rodriguez. Late on that fastball. A little too slow on that heater. He might have been expecting something off speed. Comes up empty, strike 2. She's really attacking the zone, so the hitter has to get more aggressive. However, she could counter with something that breaks out of the zone to draw a swing. Makes a nice grab on a full sprint. We move on to the bottom of the 3rd. We're back here at the ballpark. And now the DH, Carmen Ortiz. That one is smoked, right field. It's back there. That one's gone. When a hitter puts a swing like that on the first pitch of an at-bat, it's because they came up looking for that exact pitch. I think that's the case for her there. She absolutely smoked that one. These hitters are coming with an aggressive approach at the plate, swinging the bat early in the count. That can spark some offense, or it can put you in a lot of bad counts. That one is foul. We'll see another. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. One gone leading off the fourth. The Knights up by 4. Bounce to third. On to first.
Yep,
2 quick outs in the top of the fourth. Stepping to the plate for Round Rock, Alan Trejo. First at bat was a strikeout.
Ball. 1 ball, no strike.
Now 1-1. Outside corner, there's a strike.
1 and 2.
Spoils the 2-strike offering, another coming up. The Express with a 0 in the hit column so far. Ground ball up the middle. Over to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the end. 2 outs, bases empty. Liner snagged it first. 2 long balls in the inning lead to 3. On to the next inning. Here's the second baseman, Justin Foscue. And that one fouled off. Nice eye right
that's
there.
A ball. Nope, that's off the plate.
Just missed. The way she's been pitching, they've got to feel grateful to see a 3-ball count right here. I'm sure she wants to attack and keep them at bay. There's a strike. It's clear she's trying to own the inside part of the plate with 2 straight fastballs in. We'll see if she goes away or comes back inside. And a foul ball, so he stays alive. Now the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Got the strikeout. And the leadoff hitter set down in the 5th. Now the left fielder, Luis Mieses, 0 for 1 so far. Mieses goes 6 feet 3 inches, 180 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Swings through it. What a filthy splitter she has. That thing dropped like it was filled with iron, and there was a magnet in front of home plate. The strikeout there. First 2 batters retired in the top of the 5th. And she just continues rolling out there, looking really confident on that 3-pitch K. Digging in for the Express, Josh Hatcher, 0 for 1, grounded out the first time around. Lifted in the air to left. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that's top of the 6th, coming up to the dish for Round Rock, Trevor Hauver. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
She's thrown a lot of first pitch strikes, so the hitters need to be ready to swing early. It may not drive up the pitch count too much, but you know you'll have a shot to do damage. Struck the batter out without a swing. Picks up the 7th strikeout of the ball game. Here's the catcher, Brandon Martirano. Rolled out to second in the first AB. She's shown some excellent command in this game, and that's helped drive her success, really putting the ball where she wants it to go. It's ball 1.
No.
The Express held hitless so far in the game. This one popped up. Burrows on the way over. Makes the grab. There's 2 gone. Base is empty with 2 out. Caber Rodriguez, the next to hit. That one fouled off. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of that. Really frustrating day for the manager. This offense isn't showing a whole lot right now. Swung on and missed, struck him out. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. Perfection through 6 innings. Charlotte with the lead. We're back here at the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Kellen Strong. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one.
No ball. 1 strike.
Fouled back our way, and that's out of play. Now here's the 0-2. Got the batter swinging, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Next up for the Express, Nick Ahmed.
Hey! 0-1.
That one in there, and it's 0-2.
0-2.
Swings through it. On to first, and there's 2 gone following the strikeout. She started this frame with 7 straight strikes. We're in immaculate inning territory. Turned on, but foul wide of third. The Express with plenty of ground to make up. Here in the top half of the 7th. Got the strikeout. How about that? An immaculate inning. Who needs a defense behind you? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. A command performance for her. Next to hit, Carmen Ortiz. 2 homers already in this one, and she's got a shot right here at making it 3 on the day. Get your popcorn ready, everybody. On the ground to first, and steps on the bag for the out. All set for the start of this inning. Stepping to the plate for Round Rock, Justin Foscue.
Ball. 1-0.
One ball, 1 strike. Got the bat going too soon there. It's strike 2.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss. And that's one away. The leadoff hitter retired in the 8th. So up next, Luis Mieses. Still a ways to go, but you do not want to move away from this broadcast. On 0-1, the delivery. Chases a high fastball there. Once again, she's ahead 0-2, and she's got the power in this at bat. And that's a strikeout looking. That's 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Base is empty with 2 out. Digging in for the Express, Josh Hatcher.
No ball. 1 strike.
The Express still in search of their first hit in this one. Fouled off. He was late. And the slider just misses. What a take with 2 strikes. Got the strikeout looking. Nice job out there as she gets him 1-2-3. So now 24. Righty reliever out the pen, Anthony Ho'opi'i Tuione Toa. Carmen Ortiz, fresh off. Carmen Ortiz digs in now. Nobody out and a runner at first. Pitcher will want to keep this on the ground for the double play. Oh, great stop. There's one.
Got him.
They get 2. Always love a double play, especially when it's as smooth as the one they just turned. Ortiz getting ready to hit. 2 homers in yesterday's game. Probably feeling pretty good coming into this one. Swinging a high fly ball. Sailing towards left center field. Pretty deep. Bangs off the wall. Not stopping. She's headed to third. The relay. She's safe. It's a triple. Just missed out on the homer. That knock runs her hitting streak to an even dozen, and she's really starting to open some eyes with this run she's on. Certainly swinging a very hot bat these days. Next up, the designated hitter, Carmen Ortiz. 1 for 2. Ortiz stands at 5 feet 8 inches, just 21 years old, and she's knocked in double-digit runs in her last 10 games. Hammers this one in the air, deep to left center. This one's gonna carry. It's out of here. Made them pay for that one. That is 9 homers this series. And it gives them the lead in the 5th. It's 3-2. Blasted out of the park for the lead, and I am certain the dugout is fired up right now. And it's out of here. A solo blast. 2nd home run of the game. And they add on. It is 4-2. They are feeling great right now. Already out in front. Then they add that homer. Winning run in scoring position with 2 away.
Clutch up, drive him in right here. Here we go.
Now a fly ball to right center. That's pretty far back. Tracks it down for the out. And that retires the side. Always great to see a player as locked in as she was in this one. Carmen Ortiz, fresh off an impressive. So 2 down. Next up for the Knights, Carmen Ortiz. Now a fly ball to right center. That's pretty deep. Makes the catch, inning over. This broadcast is sponsored by Fad's Theremin Therapy, helping you through life's challenges with the soothing sounds of theremin music. Oh, and now this one is crushed way back there, and it is gone. Made them pay for that one. A solo blast. And we are all tied up. Not great command on the mound, and with a low 90s fastball, that's not a winning formula. Full marks to the hitter. She recognized the pitch early and belted it out. This one is labeled. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. One runs in, headed for the plate. Relay throw. Not in time. He's safe. And they lead by 2 now. It looked for a second like she was a little out in front, but she did a great job to keep the hands back and swing through the ball. And she's rewarded with a couple of RBIs. 2 outs, runner on first base. Ortiz getting ready to hit. Already a homer for her in this one. In the air, right field, well hit. It's got a chance. Grabs it right up against the wall. 1 runner left. We're back here at the ballpark. We're in extras here. Digging in, Carmen Ortiz. Such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Keeps the heart rate low, maintains focus, and doesn't shift approach in run-scoring opportunities. What an asset in the lineup. Hard hit, knocks it down. Ortiz was outstanding in this one, helping them get the win. Carmen Ortiz, a promising prospect just about ready to go. She brings a combination of talent, dedication, and heart to every game. It's the Charlotte Knights. Coming up to the dish for Charlotte, Carmen Ortiz. 3 hits last night, a big factor in getting that win. Hit on the ground, might be 2. There's 1.
Out.
On to first, double play, and that's the inning. The batter now, Jonathan Clauset. Swing and a foul back, that's out of play. The 0-1. Swings through it.
0-2.
Pitch misses there. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just missed. Well, she got to the 2-strike count early, but the batter stayed patient, and he didn't chase low and out of the zone. Pitcher might have to try something else to get him. Got him. 1 down. A lot of hitters will look out over the plate to the outer half with 2 strikes, and they're less able to react on a good fastball in. That might explain the batter taking strike 3 called here. Joey Loperfido, now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Down 0-2, swings through it. She reached back and blew the high heat by him. Batter didn't have much of a chance to catch up to that. Set down on strikes. 2 quickly gone in the bottom of the first this afternoon. Already establishing a potent rhythm, striking out the first 2 batters. It looks like these hitters are gonna have their work cut out for them in this one. Base is empty with 2 out. Now a chance for Will Robertson.
Strike! Woo!
Strike 2. Off to a great start on the mound. It could be a tough game for this lineup. Swings and misses. 3 up and 3 down, inning over. Through an inning. If your life feels bananas right now, find your inner peace with a visit to Bonobo Yoga. Yoga with the apes. Sorry, no gorillas are allowed on the premises. The 0-1. There's a strike. Swing and a miss. That's a K. And quickly one away in the second inning. Stepping to the plate for Buffalo, Orelvis Martinez.
Ball.
Lifted in the air to right center.
ball, I got it.
Jankowski on the move to the alley. Makes the grab for the second out. Now the left fielder, Javon Ward. Homered last night. Added another hit as well. And that one fouled off. Comes up empty. Strike 2. He must have been sitting on something off speed.
That's a ball. 1 and 2.
Fouls it off. Still 1 and 2. Missed inside with the curveball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice frame on the mound. She sets him down 1-2. We're back here at the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Josh Rivera.
Strike. Woo.
Rivera measures
No
6'2",
ball. 1 strike.
215 pounds, and he was a third-round pick in 2023. Strike 2. Down 0-2, and now you have to shorten up and just find a way to put it in play. Maybe gonna have to fight 1 or 2 off. Got the batter swinging. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. And the batter will be the shortstop, Arjun Nimala. 2 hits in last night's game.
Hey.
He swings and fouls one off. Fly ball to center. My draw on the move. Hauls it in for the out. Some good fundamentals from the infielder as he ranged back on that play. You can lose track of where you are and start worrying that you're going to collide with the outfielder. Nice catch. 0-1 now. Got the bat going too soon there. It's strike 2. Hitters chasing the slider, and now the pitcher can expand the zone. Try to tease a swing at a ball that runs away from the hitter. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swings through it for the K. Picks up the 7th strikeout of the... Runner at first, 1 away. Ortiz, 0 for 1. And there's a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. And so she extends the hitting streak to 14 games. Every hitting streak has an element of luck to it, of course, but when you get up in this territory, you're clearly doing something right. I'm eager to see how far she can take this. Clase stands in here, leaves that one off the
1
inside.
ball. No strike. Ball.
This is a better approach than he showed the first time up when he struck out. He's working the count well. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. That's a teachable moment for this hitter. He knows he shouldn't have been late swinging on that 2-0 fastball. Grounder to second. And it gets through for a hit, their first of the ball game. Next up, the designated hitter, Joey Loperfido. 1 on with nobody out. A double play would certainly change the inning's momentum. That's in there. Strike 1. on the ground, right side. And now a spinning throw to first. Nicely done for the out. Next up for the Bisons, Will Robertson. 3-pitch strikeout in the last AB. Will definitely want to do better this time. Out on the mound, she's been throwing lots of strikes, so the hitter might decide to be aggressive over the middle. Sure, she's got good stuff. Ortiz checks the runner, dives back in safely. Runner edging away at second base. Late swing, foul to the left.
One ball.
Pitch out, but no action here. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. 1 out and a runner at second. The next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that's a strikeout looking. That is a frustrating call for a hitter. Damiano Palmigiani now at the plate. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. With her teammates driving in a pair, she wants to make this an efficient inning so they can get back up to the plate and tack on some more runs. Comes up empty, strike 2. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. Slider ran away for strike 3 there. So 1 hit is all they get. On to the top of the 5th. The Knights lead it 2-0. Bottom half of the 5th, and the Bisons batting. She's done well to get these hitters chasing at pitches outside the zone. They've got to be a bit more patient and make her come into the strike zone if they want to get to her. Down 0-2, swings through it.
0-2.
Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Here it comes. Keeps the AB going with the foul ball. That misses, and the count is 1-2. What a take with 2 strikes. A little bit high, maybe. Wow, he's showing outstanding discipline with 2 strikes. And that one is foul. We'll try again. The 2-2. Struck out swinging. And the leadoff batter retired in their half of the 5th. And here is Javon Ward. I hear that the beef on weck at the concession stand here in Buffalo is absolutely fantastic. Might be worth checking out, especially if you wash it down with some Loganberry. The Bisons down by a pair. Bottom half of the 5th. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. 2 quick outs here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. And here at the plate, Josh Rivera. 0 for 4 in yesterday's loss. Ground ball up the middle, through for a base hit. And that is going to bring the tying run to the plate. She's been absolutely dominant in this one with only 2 hits surrendered to this point and no runs. With every hitter, it seems like she's got a plan and she's keeping them off balance. This hit shouldn't be too great a setback to overcome. Nimala in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Foul ball there. Rivera leads off of first with 2 away.
1-2.
It's a pitch out. No action, though, and that's ball 1. Now the 1-2 pitch. And a foul ball, so he stays alive. That just misses.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground, out to short. Gray gets it to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Continues to roll on the mound. 5 shutout innings. Nobody on with 1 out. Stepping to the plate for Charlotte, Carmen Ortiz. Swinging a drive, deep left field, pretty far back there. Feeling for the wall, makes the catch. Swinging into the wind there, and it's tough to cut through it right now. That might have gotten out of here with calmer conditions. We're back here at the ballpark, and now it's going to be Ali Sanchez. Sanchez measures 6'1", 28 years old, and he's been hitting well lately, batting over 300 in his last 10 games. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1-1.
And the count 1-2. Grounder left side, handles. Tosses to first. 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter here in the 6th. Back to the top of the order here. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jonathan Clase. 1 for 2. That one pushed to the left and foul. She's thrown a lot of first pitch strikes, so the hitters need to be ready to swing early. It may not drive up the pitch count too much, but you know you'll have a shot to do damage. That's the 2nd out. Base is empty with 2 out, and now the DH, Joey Loperfido.
Hey! No ball. 1 strike.
Gets that fastball by the swing upstairs. Rapid fire work on the mound. She's keeping these batters on their toes. Close, but called a ball. Some visible frustration on the mound after she didn't get the call at the top of the zone. Don't want to show the umpire up, though. 2 outs and nobody aboard. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's a 1-2-3 inning.
Now pitching for Charlotte.
Left-hander out of the bullpen, Dan Altavilla. This game is still pretty tight, so he has to give the bats a chance and keep it close. No mistake pitches. Could be extra bases. Runner around third. Scores easily. In there safely. And she's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately, and she's a threat every time she steps into the box. Ortiz with a So 2 down. Carmen Ortiz. The next to hit. Bringing some pop at the plate recently. Serious power numbers over the last 10 games. Grounder to first. Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. End of a half inning. Ortiz digs in now. 0 for 1. Grounded out the first time around. And there's a fly ball deep to right. Should be extra bases. High bounce sends this one over the fence. That's an automatic double. As they jump ahead, a run scores. Runner at first, nobody out. Ortiz picked up an RBI the last time up. Still their only run of the game so far. Hit hard on a line. There's 1 down. Ortiz getting ready to hit. 1 for 3.
Knowing better right now.
Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Into score from third. And they take a 2-run lead in the 9th. In safely with a double, second of the day. Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the 2-bagger. With balls into the gaps like that one, hitters know they can think about extra bases and make that wide turn around first base. That's a great swing. Line drive for a base hit. And that extends the inning. Nice cut there to push the ball the other way. Great game at the plate, and she certainly made a difference. Carmen Ortiz has been on fire. Here's the center fielder, Carmen Ortiz. First and third with nobody out, a dangerous situation for the defense. Now a rip into left center. And he makes an incredible catch. Wow. And that should get the job done. Runner tagging from third. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. Here's the second baseman, Josh Rivera. Here comes the 2-2 offering. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field for a hit. Around first, hustling for 2. Now around second and digging for 3. At third now with 1 away. That's a triple. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's the kind of knock every batter loves to have. A well-struck ball into the opposite field gap. That one was extra bases all the way. Bashes this one to deep left center.
Go.
And it's out of here. That one felt good. A solo shot. And they close the gap. It's 4-2. Tack on one more to her hitting streak, and she does it in fine fashion with the dinger. She's clearly locked in right now. Here's the throw. The tag out. What a terrific throw from center field to cut the runner down at third base. She showed good mechanics and arm strength there. Offense pushed it that time, but it didn't work out. Top of the 6th, digging in, the switch-hitting outfielder, Carmen Ortiz. Swing and a drive.
Uh-oh. Go, ball. Go.
It one-hops off the wall. Might be trouble. Into second easily with a leadoff double. And she's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately, and she's a threat every time she steps into the box. That's a base hit. Lead runners around second. The throw in. He's safe at third. The tying run just 90 feet away. Digging in for the Bisons, Joey Loperfido.
The first baseman, number 10, Joey Loperfido.
Here's a fly to center. Ortiz.
4.
There to make the catch. Runners tag up from second and third. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time. Safe at home. That ties it up at 6. Runners on the corners and...
3 out. You're out.
And the next batter, Arjun Nimala. The pitch. Now this is lifted to center. And that falls for a base hit. Seeing the ball very well in this game. I might want to go back and see where the outfielders were set up for that one. Off the bat, it looked like a simple pop-out, but it found a spot to settle in for a hit. Out in front, ripped foul. The Knights with the go-ahead run at first. Ground ball, left side, could be 2. Now launches a throw way high. Runners at the corners now, nobody out. Have you got problems with polecats? Are you fussing with ferrets? Do stoats have you stumped? then you ought to call Ralph's Weasel Emporium, the experts for all your vermin needs. Hauls it in on the run. And he should be feeling good after getting that first batter in this high leverage spot. Now he can attack. So 2 down. Next up for the Knights, Carmen Ortiz. That one is absolutely pummeled. It's pretty deep. That one's gone. And there's a nice milestone for her to celebrate. 20 home runs at the AAA level. Nothing like some validation that you're doing something right. That was a low 90s fastball, and it wound up in a spot that was entirely too hittable. A pitcher who doesn't have great velo on the fastball has to locate better than that. Line drive to short and caught. One runner left on base. Bases empty, one away. Stepping to the plate for Buffalo, Will Robertson. Out to center. It's carrying. Puts it away for the out. So up next, Damiano Palmigiani. This one lifted to center field. It's pretty deep. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Offense held in check. One down. Next to hit, Javon Ward. That's a base hit. Really loud contact there, and it goes back to what I'd been saying about thinking up the middle. Right off the bat, that one had a good chance of becoming a hit. Nice AB. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. When you've got a knack for making contact, good things happen, like reaching 50 hits at the AAA level. And now the center fielder, Carmen Ortiz. Back in the first inning, she delivered a solo shot that I'm sure she's looking to build on here. And that's a base hit. Lead runner holds up there at first and second with nobody out. And she's clearly locked in after yet another hit. So 2 down. Coming up to the dish for Charlotte, Carmen Ortiz. Ortiz clobbered a homer in her last game. Absolutely wrecked in the air to deep right center, and it's gone. A home run. Not great command on the mound, and with a low 90s fastball, that's not a winning formula. Full marks to the hitter. She recognized the pitch early and belted it out.
Hey, keep it going up there. Clutch up.
This one is labeled.
Go, Mo, go.
And you can forget it. Made them pay for that one. Up to 5 homers in the series. And now they're out front. It's 5-4. And with that, she reaches 50 runs batted in on the season. She is a true asset to her team. This one is labeled. And it one-hops the wall. The run scores from second. It's now 9-4. Safe at second with a double, third hit of the afternoon. Gets the job done as she brings home a pair. Got the center cut fastball and pounced on it. That thing was smoked. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Carmen Ortiz. 2 homers already in this one, and she's got a shot right here at making it 3 on the day. Get your popcorn ready, everybody. It's off the wall. The run comes in to score from second. And the lead is up to 5. Comes through with the RBI. Smoked it into the gap, just not quite the right swing to put it over the wall. Good result anyway. Gets on base and keeps it going. And she's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately, and she's a threat every time she steps into the box. Ortiz was just... Carmen Ortiz, fresh off an impressive. So 2 down. Next is the designated hitter, Carmen Ortiz. Really bringing some thump at the plate lately. 4 round trippers in the last 5 games. Hard liner and a base hit. Ortiz getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. A frozen rope. Brings it in for the 3rd out. No runs, no hits, no errors. We move on to inning number 4. The Knights out in front, 1-0. 1 out and the base is empty. Ortiz, 1 for 2. And there's a hit. The tying run is aboard. And she's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately, and she's a threat every time she steps into the box. Now a laser to second, but caught for the out. That's so frustrating for the hitter. Tough to accept a liner like that not turning into a hit. Carmen Ortiz, one of the top prospects in the league, is ready to go. 2 rising stars facing off in a battle of talent and potential. It's the Lehigh Valley Iron. Just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Carmen Ortiz. Her strikeout rate this year among the best you'll see. So rare for a starting pitcher to be up above 12 strikeouts per 9 innings. Over the first 23 years of this century, there were only 15 different pitchers who did it at the major league level. So the way she's dominated in the minors this year bodes well for her future success in the majors. Well, that's an interesting way to start the night. That sure looked like a strike to me.
Hey! I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And 1-2. Fly ball down the line. Pulls it down. Stepping to the plate now for Lehigh Valley, number 38. This to third. Collects it. Gets it to first.
He's out.
2 out. Base is empty with 2 out. Next up for the Iron Pigs, Christian Arroyo. To the right side, Elko. Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. End of a half inning of play. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Carmen Ortiz. Tearing it up at the plate recently. Needs a hit in this one to push that streak to 20 games. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Crushes this one to right, and you can just tell that one goodbye. It is long gone. Made them pay for that one. A solo blast. And they lead it. It's 1-0. That's a good job to adjust to the inside fastball there. She may have been hunting something on the outer half, but she kept the hands in and blasted that one out for the round tripper. Yasmani Grandal, the leadoff batter, cuts and misses for strike 1.
Ball in!
One pitch fouled away. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. Leadoff batter retired here in the second. Settling in at the plate for the Iron Pigs, number 85. Really strong hitting performance recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak. 0-1, here's the pitch. 1 out and the base is empty. 2 straight pitches down in the zone to get ahead. Now she can attack the rest of this AB in a lot of ways. Swing, high fly down the right field line. Makes a nice grab on a full sprint. And now the first baseman, Carson Taylor, drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ballgame. Swing and a foul straight back. Strike 2. He must have been sitting on something off speed.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it for the strikeout. Nice job out there as she gets him 1, 2, 3. Would you like to learn to make music and work through your personal issues? Then call the fine folks at Thad's Theremin Therapy and book a complimentary trial session today. These 2 offenses can put up runs in a hurry. Right through there for a strike. With 2 straight strikes on the inner half of the plate, that leaves the batter vulnerable away. Maybe something off speed. Good eye there. What a take with 2 strikes. That's a strikeout looking. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. Now the left fielder, Cal Stevenson, looking for better results than last night, and 0 for 4 line in the loss.
0-1's the count.
And that's in there at the knees. Whether or not he agreed with the calls on those first two pitches, he has to focus now with an 0-2 count. Gotta protect the zone, even if it's a little larger than usual. On the ground, right side. Whips it to first. First two batters gone in the top of the third. Buddy Kennedy, the next to hit. And that one fouled off. Kennedy hitting in the 9 spot today, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2017. Fly ball out to left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. We're back here at the ballpark. Now, Justin Crawford.
That's a ball. Hey! 1 ball, 1 strike.
And swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Out to short. Gray tosses to first. Leadoff batter retired in the 4th. Coming up to the dish for Lehigh Valley, number 38. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. He swung early in the count, and that's been a recurring theme with this lineup. Seems like a big part of their strategy in this one. Swings through it for the K. 2 quick outs in the top of the 4th. Stepping to the plate now for Lehigh Valley, Christian Arroyo. 0 for 1, grounded out to first the last time.
0-1's the count.
He swings and fouls one off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swings and misses. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. To the bottom. 1 out and the bases are empty. Coming up to the dish for Charlotte, Carmen Ortiz. Hard contact, this one driven deep to right. That's pretty far back. And that one is out of here. It's another long ball in this game. Her second of the night. And they add on. It's 2-0. Always helps to pad the lead, and they did exactly that. Grandal, the leadoff batter, looks at ball 1. She's done well so far, but we'll see what adjustments the heart of the order make for her the second time around. Swing and a miss. And the count, 1-1. What a filthy splitter she has. That thing dropped like it was filled with iron, and there was a magnet in front of home plate. Whips it to first. And the leadoff batter retired in their half of the 5th. Next up for the Iron Pigs, number 85. That one fouled off. The 0-1 offering. Popped up. Settles under it. And there are 2 outs. And here's the first baseman, Carson Taylor. Struck out on just 3 pitches the last time up. And they say he went.
0-1.
The Iron Pigs held hitless so far in the game. Fine work in this one, just 1 strike away from a 5th shutout frame. Fights it off, we'll see another. 2 outs and nobody aboard. Got him looking. And a nice frame on the mound. She sets him down 1-2-3. Stepping to the plate for Charlotte, Carmen Ortiz.
No one better. Need you right here.
That's a base hit. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Scores easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 3. We hear a lot about how the numbers turn against the pitcher the third time through the order, and that might be what's happening here. Looking at the manager, he may have a decision to make. Fouled off, he was late. With all these first pitch strikes, she's clearly not afraid of contact. This is an aggressive and effective approach. This one is in there. No balls, 2 strikes. And that one is foul. We'll try again. This one popped up. Great.
I got it.
And there's one down. And now it's going to be Cal Stevenson. 0 for 1, grounded out the first time around. That's to third. Handles. Slings to first. 2 outs opening up the top of the 6th inning. Settling in at the plate for the Iron Pigs, Buddy Kennedy. The skipper needs to settle his players down out there. They're playing tight, and it's hurting them. Ground ball left side. Throw to first in time. 3 up and 3 down. We're back here at the ballpark. Top of the 7th here. The batter now, Justin Crawford. She's shown some excellent command in this game, and that's helped drive her success. Really putting the ball where she wants it to go. Left-handed batter waiting. On the ground. To first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Coming up to the dish for Lehigh Valley, number 38. Love how she's attacking the zone, throwing a ton of strikes. These hitters need to be ready to swing at the first good strike they see. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. The Iron Pigs with a 0 in the hit column so far. Swing and a miss. 2 away now to start the 7th. Base is empty with 2 out. Christian Arroyo now at the plate. Swing and a miss. 0-1. The hitters in this lineup have been aggressive early in the count, swinging a lot, but then when they get down, they need to be a little more patient. Maybe they take some pitches and extend the at-bats, try to get some base runners aboard. Breaking ball through there for a strike. The slider has been great for her tonight, and she's got these hitters all twisted up with it. Popped in the air in left field. Makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. The perfection. Next up for the Knights, Carmen Ortiz. 2 homers already in this one, and she's got a shot right here at making it 3 on the day. Get your popcorn ready, everybody. Racing over to make the catch. 1 runner left on base. We go to the 8th. Leading off, Yasmani Grandal. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. That's the kind of pitch he likes to hammer a bit away so he can extend the arms. This time, though, he wasn't quite able to square it up.
0-2.
Now here's the 0-2. Gets a piece, stays alive. And here's the 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Pitcher still hasn't found the put-away pitch. 3 straight foul balls. 0-2, rocks and fires. High in the air, out to right, Jankowski. There's 1 down. Still cooking to start the 8th, just 5 outs left to get. Next up for the Iron Pigs, number 85. Still a ways to go, but you do not want to move away from this broadcast. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Little chopper rolls foul. 1 out and the base is empty. Missed off the plate. Ball 1. And the curveball is down and in. Swings and misses, struck him out. And there's 2 down. Base is empty with 2 out. Next is the switch-hitting first baseman, Carson Taylor, 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Some excellent pitching in this one. She's commanding everything very well. That one was in a location that wasn't going to ground ball to the right side. Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. So now, so they turn to their closer, Steven Wilson. No such thing as an easy save. Carmen Ortiz with a... Digging in for the Knights, Carmen Ortiz. 3 hits last night, a big factor in getting that win. This one is labeled. Racing over to make the catch. And she may be feeling down as she heads back to the dugout, but that's a swing to be proud of. That ball was torched, even if she had nothing to show for it. More swings like that, and she'll be on track for a promotion. Should be trouble here. She turns and heads for second. And it's a double, their first hit in this one. And she keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. You just know that one had to feel good. Caught the ball out in front and dumped it into a favorable spot to leg out the double. This one is labeled. That one hops the wall. Around first, hustling for 2. In with a double, makes it 2 on the night. That makes 2 doubles for her on the day. Not a bad bit of work by the DH. Base is empty, 1 away. Next up, the designated hitter, Carmen Ortiz. In the air to center. 2 down. She was a difference maker for them in this one. Nice effort to contribute despite the loss. Carmen Ortiz, one of the top prospects in the league, is ready to go. So 2 down. Stepping to the plate for Charlotte, Carmen Ortiz. And that's a base hit. The throw in. Two outs, base is empty. Ortiz, 1 for 1 with a single so far. Fouled off to the right. Ortiz, patrolling center field, just 21 years old, and she's knocked in double-digit runs in her last 10 games. That one is smoked, right field. It's carrying. Makes the catch, inning over. Large Lad Burgers is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. This month, try their super spicy Serrano burger. If you can eat 3 in one sitting, they'll put your picture on the wall. Swing and a drive. Bangs off the wall. Around first and heading for second. That's a leadoff double. We hear a lot about how the numbers turn against the pitcher the 3rd time through the order, and that might be what's happening here. Looking at the manager, he may have a decision to make. This one is labeled. It's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. 1 run is in. Coming to the plate. Relay, throw home. The tag out. 2 away and a runner at first. Here's the center fielder, Carmen Ortiz. Shoots this one on the right field line, and that's a fair ball. Round second headed for third. And here comes the runner. The relay to the plate. Now a dive for the tag. Out. And that... Ortiz made some big... Carmen Ortiz. Digging in, the switch-hitting outfielder, Carmen Ortiz, coming off a 4-hit effort in yesterday's game.
Hey, big moment. We need you. Here we go.
And that one hammered. And that one looks like it'll be trouble. Dives, but it falls, and now it looks like extra bases. Coming around third. Runner scores, and they have the lead. Rowe pulls him off the bag, and she's safe. That hit, of course, keeps her hitting streak alive, and it's clear that she's dialed in at the plate. No matter who she's facing, it seems like she's in control of every single at-bat. Swing, drive, forget it. Long home run to right. Made the hurdler pay for that one. A 2-run shot, and they add to their lead. It's 7-0. That was a low 90s fastball, and it wound up in a spot in the air to left center. Oh my goodness, she got it! Tremendous catch! She did a nice job on that dive. Left her feet, stretched out, and made the diving catch for the out. We head back to the top of the lineup. And now the center fielder, Justin Crawford. Fly ball, right field. Ortiz on the move. Swallows it up. That's out number 3. So they make short work. Welcome back. The Knights at the plate here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing, a drive to right center, and this one's gonna go. Home run. A solo shot. Second home run of the game. And they boost their lead. It's 11-1. Today's action comes to you courtesy of AC Hines Architecture, the only firm in the area certified to build Escher stairs. Call them today. Racing over to make the catch. Coming up to the dish for Charlotte, Carmen Ortiz. And hold on to your seats, everybody, because she digs in here with a chance at launching her 3rd homer of the ball game. Not a feat you'll get to witness every day. And that one's getting out of here. Blasted that one out of here. Up to 5 homers in the series. And they tack on 3. What a show she's put on at the plate in this ball game. 3 homer games like this one don't come along every day. I hope she's enjoying it. I know I am. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. We're back here at the ballpark, bottom of the 8th. Digging in for the Knights, Carmen Ortiz.
Hey, stay hot!
And there's a fly ball deep to right. It one-hops off the wall. Might be trouble. Safe at second with a leadoff double. That was a nice swing she put on that one. It really jumped off the bat. She comes away with the double. Settling in at the plate for the Iron Pigs, Oscar Mercado. Fly to center, and that ought to do it. Settles under it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Ortiz. Carmen Ortiz went yard. Next up for the Knights, Carmen Ortiz. Caught everyone's attention yesterday afternoon with 3 home runs. Absolutely wrecked in the air to deep right center, and it's gone. A home run. When a hitter puts a swing like that on the first pitch of an at-bat, it's because they came up looking for that exact pitch. I think that's the case for her there. She absolutely smoked that one. Now a fly ball to right center. Crawford on the way over. Pulls it in. There's one away.
Now batting, the shortstop.
2 outs, runners at first and second. Ortiz, already a homer for her in this one. That one ripped into right center. This one on its way. And it hits the fence. One runs in, runner around third. Also in to score. And she's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately, and she's a threat every time she steps into the box. Well struck, right field.
Come on, ball. Get out of here. Get out of here.
And it hits the base of the wall. Now she turns for second. Check that, stops at first with a single after putting on the brakes. One away and a potential winning run at second. Ortiz, she's already homered in this ball game. And a base hit right there. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate, and the Knights walk it off. They take the win in extra innings. Final score.